Super Falcons there are making us so proud. At least they did the business in Abuja, being able to score that goal, courtesy of Rashidat Ajibaje penalty. And that was what they actually leveraged on over there in South Africa. And now our ladies can say they are ready for the Olympics. Well, talking about Super Falcons, we'll be talking with our guest. I'll be joining us later, right now, very soon, any moment from now. She'll be joining us from Lagos, Queen Moseph. But while we're waiting for Queen Moseph to join us, let's look at just yesterday, the NFF, Nigerian Football Federation, appointed Manu Garba as the Golden Eagles coach. Manu Garba has been there before. Right now, he's back to that particular saddle where he knows the business of coaching the under-17 to win the World Cup. And we remember how he led the likes of Kelechi Nwakali, Iheanacho to win over there in Dubai. But right now, for Manu Garba, Nigerians are happy that he's back. Hopefully, this time around, we get to see that cup coming back to Nigeria again. Concerning that appointment coming from Nigerian Football Federation, they also mentioned that very soon they will make public the appointment of the Super Eagles coach. And Nigerians can't wait to see who will be the aim of affairs for the national team for men. And that's all for Nigeria. Well, just to give you an update concerning what happened during the week, those two stories there, Super Falcons picking the Olympic ticket, and also our own under-17 having their coach, Manu Garba, appointed by Nigerian Football Federation. Well, right now, hopefully, let's see if Queen Moseph has actually... Okay, Queen Moseph, good to have you on the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's quickly take you on two stories. Going to be two in one. Rivers Upas, you are the media manager of that team, and they will be representing Nigeria. They play in the BAL, that's Basketball League Africa. And right now, you are here to tell us what's happening there, while we also infuse Super Falcons later. Let's start with Rivers Upas. How is the preparation like for that team now, as they'll be playing against a team from APR from Rwanda, US Monastir from Tunisia, and also AS Douanes from Senegal? A big one. Let's take us through Rivers Upas.
Well, preparation is ongoing. Today makes it exactly 3 weeks. We'll be playing our first game in Dakar. The Sahara conference is taking place in Dakar. So today makes it exactly 3 weeks. We'll be playing our opening game. So far, preparation is ongoing. Last weekend, we are joined by our foreign players. 3 of our foreign players joined in. We still have more coming in later this month because of their club engagements. They couldn't make it down yet, but from this weekend we'll have the other 2 or the other rest of the squad that will be joining us. So, but for the 3 imports who are joining us, they are beginning to gel with the team, build the chemistry, and also understand the plays that we have in the team. So preparation is going on very well. The only challenge that we have is just the league not running to help us at least push those finishing touches. But also recall that we are just coming off from a invitational tournament last weekend to help the coaching crew also prepare as well to also look at those areas that we really need to work on ahead of the Sahara conference taking place in Dakar from May 4th in Senegal. So, but for now, it's just preparation, training session, drilling session as well, understanding the plays from the new guys and also understanding themselves as well. Remember that it's just only 7 local guys that would eventually make the squad, not the fault of ours, but that's just the rules and the regulations of the Basketball Africa League. You only allowed 7 domestic players who qualified you or who are citizens of that particular country. The other players will be players from across Africa or from players from outside of Nigeria or Africa or Europe or the US. So for now, it's just preparation ongoing. And from maybe next week, we'll get into friendly games, see how we can play against top teams in Port Harcourt. Before we get on to Lagos, we play top teams also in Lagos as well. Should help us prepare for the big one in Dakar.
Okay, a big one coming up in Dakar there in the Sahara Conference of the Basketball African League. And Queen Moseph is here with us, the media manager of Rivers Upas. You're actually taking us through the preparation ahead of this competition. But you mentioned that they allow 7 indigenous players. That's a particular time news came out that you had a foreigner that joined the team. Can you actually let us know that particular player?
Yeah, like I mentioned, I said three of them came in. We had Will Perry. Will Perry is an American. He has also played the Basketball Africa League before. He has played twice for Mozambican team. Last year, he was even top scorer when it comes to about play in the BAL. Was top scorer last year. He also won the Fair Play Award. So on and off the court, he's a very easygoing guy, and he's also a fantastic player, very skillful. So we had Will Perry join us. We also had John Wilkins, also an American as well, join us as well. We also had Kevin Amayo. Kevin Amayo, anyway, is a Canadian Nigerian. So even though he was born and brought up in Canada, or in Canada rather, he is also a Nigerian, but it falls into the foreign import clause. So three of them joined us last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So they've been training with the team since Tuesday till yesterday. Yesterday, they still had training session yesterday evening. So three of them joined us. We still have more joining us later this month, so they can at least gel with the team before we go get onto Dakar. Like what we saw in 2021, we didn't have much time to prepare because it was a COVID-19 year, and the import couldn't join us really early. I think they joined us a week or 2 weeks before. But this time around, they're having a month of preparation before the big one. So we are hopeful that this time around will be better off than the 2021 edition. Even though in 2021 edition we were able to win one game out of three, this time around we are playing six games, six group games, and our target is to qualify to the playoffs. That's our target. We didn't make it out of the group to that time. This time around, we want to make it out of the group or out of the conference to make it to the next round and next round of the playoffs. So we are hopeful that this time around that we've done the necessary business, doing our recruitment properly, getting more skillful and better players as well, and also having more time to prepare with the new guys as well as the older guys who are around Nigeria as well. So we're hopeful that this time around will be better off, even though our conference is very tough. We are not going to rule that out. It's a tough one, not making excuses, but out of the three conferences, at least I have the privilege of covering all three conferences and looking at how the conferences have been. Like the one that happened in South Africa, it's also a tough one, but not as tough as the one in Dakar. In Dakar, we're having US Monastir, 2022 champions, also runners-up in 2021. We have AS Douane, the Senegalese team, who are home team, who also finished as finalists last year. Then we have APR, who are just like the newbies. They are debutants in the tournament. So, but they are doing quite well in their league in Rwanda. So everyone, no one is a pushover. You are coming there to it's about 5 men on the floor. At the end of the day, we'll see who gets to get ahead of each other at the end of the day. It's about making the players. That's our target.
Okay, I love the fact that you said you guys are really well prepared for this, and we wish you the best as Rivers Rovers move to join all the other teams that will play in the Sahara Conference of the BAL there. Now, let's cross over to our national team for women, Super Falcons. Recently, precisely on Tuesday, they picked the ticket to play at the Olympics after 16 years. I'm sure, Queen Moseph, I'm very sure you are very happy to actually have that particular news.
I'm very excited for the girls, really, very excited. Since 16 years, wow, it's a long time. 2008 is a very, very long time. And we've only been at the Olympics 3 times, 2000, 2004, 2008. This is making it the fourth time. And we had to achieve this after 16 years. It's a long, long time. Not like we're not doing the job done. We're not getting the job done in Africa. But I think the last previous editions, qualifications, we fell short and we couldn't make it through. South Africa couldn't stop us, even though they look like the top opposition, champions of Africa at the moment. So, but we had to do what we had to do. And I'm encouraged to around the world room who had to make up for that WAFCON for this finish because a lot were disappointed. We know that, yes, we are still trying to break through that breakthrough across the world. But in Africa, we are a team to reckon with. We're like the best. Not even like we are the best. So for the best team to fall short to get a fourth place finish was quite disappointing. So, but I think he had to make up for that particular loss in the WAFCON and also the outing in the WAFCON, and also build up from the World Cup outing to make sure to show Nigerians that I returned to this team and I can really make string up those changes. We saw what happened in the first round or the first leg in Abuja. Just one goal was all that separated us two, and that was Rashibat Ajibade's penalty, even though we had chances to score. Then going there to Pretoria, South Africa were very confident. They were very, very courageous that they were going to get that one over and turn it around. They tried as much as possible, but credit to Chiamaka Onadozie, our trusted goalkeeper, who also marshaled that defense and made sure that, yes, all balls thrown and off, whether aerially or down the floor, she was able to just mop them up and then take care of it. And most of it, the girls were able to soak up the pressure from the South Africans who had to play an high line at the end of the day. But it was just the Super Falcons day. Even though they didn't get a goal in that particular game, they just had to do the business. What matters is getting the result, and result means qualifying for the Olympics. Whether you get a goalless draw, you get to win the game, but just avoid the defeat and make sure that you go through, which they actually did. So credit to the team, credit to Randy Waldrum to making sure that this is achievable and that is achieved, but it's not enough because we have to get work. We need goals because if in 90 minutes you couldn't score a goal, I know it's a strategy. If you can't score, you have to stop them from scoring. So it's something that Randy Waldron needs to work on our offense, offensively, and see how we can get the goals. Because look at it, both legs, we couldn't score a goal from open play, just Rashida Adibade's goal. So from the penalty spot. So we need to work from the attack, work on the attack. Our defense simply looks like it's pretty good now, even though it was a makeshift defense of Christy Ochebe and Ohale. That partnership I know it's strange to some people because you mostly see Uchebe in the midfield. So, but seeing that partnership, they didn't really do so badly. They didn't do badly as well. And then Chiamaka doing what she knows how to do best and back in the Olympics. I think it's quite good. And it's just room for improvement. We have time and we need to prepare well with more and quality friendly for the girls.
Okay, a good one there. At least you've actually wrapped everything up. Queen Moseph joined us from Lagos to talk about Rivers Hoopers. She's the media manager of that team representing Nigeria in the BAL Sahara Conference that will be coming up in Senegal. We also delve into Super Falcons, where she actually put the icing on the cake. We want to appreciate you for joining us, and we wish your team, Rivers Hoopers and Nigerian team, the best as they go for that conference.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Okay, good one there. Well, Queen Moseph, we just had her join us from Lagos. We appreciate her for joining us there. Quickly, let's go through other stories trending in the world of sport. Well, for the team that we mentioned, Rivers Hoopers, we wish them the best. It's a tough one, but they can scale through. For Super Falcons against Japan, Brazil, it's going to be tough, but we believe that they can also scale through over there at the Olympics. Quickly, we talk about that segment where we give you details of history or facts about what has happened in the world of sport, in any sport. Anyway, I just have this for you quickly. A big one there, those facts and historical moments in the world of sport. Let's take you back, at least if you think you know, now you have been reminded. Now, we quickly look at a particular new sport in town. That sport, just the way tech ball came, we have cycle sports also trending around. And now, let's just have a feel of how cycle sport is, where you be on the cycle and you also play ball. Let's look at it.
Cycle ball is a very fast and intense sport. Cycle ball is played indoor in teams of 2 players. The goalkeepers are allowed to use their hands in the penalty box to defend the goal. The players are not allowed to touch the ground during the game.
As a new sport in town, at least right now, I'm sure very soon Nigerians will quickly go into this. So tech ball is already in Nigeria, and Nigerians are playing. We're doing so well in it, and we expect that cycle sport will also get to be noticed. And who knows, maybe we become world champion in this particular sport. So just to let you have a feel of that particular new sport in town. Right now, we cross over to the game of tennis. We talk about Novak Djokovic, the man that has right now been able to qualify for the semi-final of tennis championship taking place in Monte Carlo. Novak Djokovic moved a step closer to his first Monte Carlo Masters title since 2015 by beating Australian Alex de Minaur to reach the semi-finals. World number 1, Djokovic edged a messy second set, which saw 7 breaks of serve, so still a 7-5, 6-4 win. The Serb is through to a men's record of 77 semi-final at ATP 1000 events, surpassing Rafael Nadal. Djokovic will play Casper Ruud after the Norwegian 8-seed beat Frenchman Hugo Humbert 6-3, 4-6, 6-1. Well, let's have a feel of what happened, how it actually went down between Novak Djokovic and de Minaur. Big one there for Novak Djokovic, actually defeated de Minaur there. Well, world number 1, showing why he's world number 1, a class of his own. Novak Djokovic has really done when it comes to tennis. I'm just to have a feel of that particular clip there. Well, right now, we move away from tennis. Let's talk about golf, a man that has made golf so easy. And right now, a lot of young ones out there take after him. Tiger Woods made a record 24th consecutive halfway cut at the Masters before the tournament. Woods jointly held the record for most consecutive cuts at tournament play with Fred Couples and Gary Player on 23. He actually started his career in 1997. 17 of the players that were on the golf course with him were not even born at that time. Woods there to finish 5 holes from round 1 before swiftly moving into round 2. Previously this year, he had only played 25 holes at the tournament before he withdrew through illness from the second round of the Genesis Invitational in February. So walking 23 in one day was likely to be a challenge for Tiger Woods. He made golf so easy and so popular because that particular name is synonymous with that sport called golf. Let's have a feel of how it went down at the Masters, also back to back with his interview.
No.
Just that left edge, eh, Brucey? Yeah.
It means I have a chance going in the weekend. I'm here. I got a chance to win the golf tournament. I don't know if they're all going to finish today, but I'm done. I got my 2 rounds in. Just need some food and some caffeine. I'll be good to go.
How would you assess your position going into the weekend?
I'm right there. I'm only 8 back as of right now. I don't think anyone's going to run off and hide right now, but it's really bunched. The way the ball is moving on the greens, chip shots are being blown. It's all you want in a golf course today.
What about the physical challenge today, Tiger? How tough was it?
Yeah, I'm tired. I've been out for a while, competing.
Tiger Woods there, world champion any day, anytime. A lot of people actually fell in love because of him in the world of golf. Back to back for you there, tennis and golf. Talking about Novak Djokovic and also Tiger Woods. Just to let you have a feel of those sports for those who love golf, the elite sport, and also tennis. That was Monte Carlo, the hard court, where Rafael Nadal is known as the king of clay. But right now, injury has actually blotted his career. Well, right now, we move quickly to talk about our own football. Let's talk about our football right now. Across Nigeria, the Nationwide League One is starting, the third tier league of Nigerian Football League. And now we'll talk about the second one that has to do with NNL, Nigerian National League fixtures. That will be coming up in Conference A to D. Quickly, Idel FC versus Rovers will be coming up. Coast City will take on Abia Comet, Madiba away to Stormer SC, and Dakada be at home against Van Dresser. In the Conference B, you look at Gateway United hosting Ikorodu United in Abeokuta, Solution FC versus Ijebu United, as Crown FC are away to Warri Wolves. In the Conference C also, where they have their own match day 17, Wiki Tories of Bauchi are away to El Kanemi Warriors in Maiduguri. They are Mighty Jet of Jos at home against Nasarawa United in the Battle of the North Central. Zamfara United face ABS of Ilorin in another encounter there. While Conference D will be having their final day of the season, Sokoto United against City FC. Sporting Supreme host Kebbi United at Jigawa Golden Stars away to play against Milantaki Care. But for Sokoto United and Sporting Supreme, really they've done the business of making it to the Super 8. Just to let you have a feel of the NNL, Nigerian National League, second tier of Nigerian League football. Well, for the third tier league, Nationwide League One, it will be starting across Nigeria today. So many clubs participating. For MPFL, no matches for this weekend as MPFL management actually shifted the games till Sunday and also Monday. For this Saturday, no games across Nigeria, but Sunday and Tuesday rather, those are the days that events will be coming up in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Quickly, let's look at the 5 top leagues in Europe where games will be up, where they'll be fighting for honors in the Premier League, La Liga, and also German Bundesliga. Starting from England, let's look at Premier League fixtures for this weekend as we roll it down from 1 to 5. Top 5 league in Europe for you there, from England down to France. At least we just have to let you have a feel of those matches coming up. Really a big one across Nigeria today for the Nationwide League One, starting over the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna, and also the NPFL that's supposed to come up today has been shifted to Sunday and also Tuesday, respectively. But right now, let's look at the Premier League. That's where we're drawing the curtain. But quickly, let's look at the fixtures there. A big one for Arsenal, despite the fact that it has been tough for between Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City. They are still battle ready to see how they can do well. Arsenal faces Aston Villa in their next game, and it's going to be a big one. Can they do it at the Emirates? Well, we look at that. Aston Villa can be a very tough team. We saw what they did in the UEFA competition. West Ham United in the City of London against Fulham, a battle there of the London teams. Liverpool home against Crystal Palace. Liverpool want to quickly put behind them that particular loss against Atalanta in the Europa League, where they lost 3 goals to Atalanta, a team that visited them. It was a poor performance from the Cops, but let's see, maybe they can pick up the pieces and shake it up. Bournemouth against Manchester United. United are away to face Bournemouth there. Who wins this game? A tough one for them. Can they do it? The question has been asked. Let the players actually answer. Nottingham Forest against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium will be hosting Luton Town, and it's going to be a tough one because they also want to add more points to see how they can also dislodge Arsenal and Liverpool up from that first and second position. A tough one for them, but it can be achieved. For the B teams, Brighton and Burnley, who wins this game? A tough one too, because the two teams are stubborn teams, and you can just be careful, because if you have to look at who will win this game, you have to sit on the fence because the two teams are equal to the stars. The Zerbi, the coach or manager of Brighton, always on his feet to see how he can get a point away. Sheffield United will be away to Brentford, while Newcastle United, the Toons Army as they call them, they'll be playing at the St. James Park, hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Hotspur will be trying to see how they can add more sparks to it against Newcastle United. That can actually happen if they tighten up the belt. Well, just to give you updates concerning the matches for this weekend, we pick one more. Well, before we go, let's just quickly have a glimpse of Italian Serie A. Italian Serie A, we have our own Victor Osimhen there in that particular team, Italian Serie A. Well, it's a big one for them because this season they didn't perform well as expected, being defending champion of the Scudetto. But right now, something must be done concerning Napoli. They play at home in the city of Naples there as a host for Sinone. Bologna against Monza, Juventus away to Torino, Lecce will be at home against Empoli. Udinese will also be hosting Roma, who did well by defeating AC Milan in the UEFA Europa competition. And you look at AC Milan are away to Sassuolo, while Inter Milan, the Nerazzurris, topping the Italian Serie A, are home against Cagliari, showing to every team in that particular league that they've come to stay concerning this particular year's Scudetto. For Nerazzurri, Inter Milan, they have a party to hold on to and a big one there. Well, we're giving you all the update in the world of sport for this weekend. We talked about Rivers Upa Super Falcons with Queen Moseph will join us from Lagos to give updates concerning those two teams. And also, we wanted to join Busawalo Okiribo. We couldn't get him, but we actually showed you earlier big soccer taking place in Brini Kebbi State. Tiger Woods and Novak Djokovic. We also give you snippet concerning their performances so far this weekend. And before we wrap it up, to let you have a feel that sport is always business and fitness. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Have a splendid weekend. Thank you.